Welcome to another episode of Nimsoli Explains with me, Nimsoli. Today, I'll be showing you how to create a map for Roll20 that fits the grid on upload where no fiddling is needed. I'll be using my favorite mapping tool, Campaign Cartographer, but the principles are useful regardless of the software used. You just need to know a couple of things, which I'll go over. But before we get started, can I ask you to please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so that you know when the next episode will be released. Any engagement by you will help grow the channel, and I want to show as many people as I can the joys of playing online, and your actions help make that possible. Sharing with a friend who could use the help would be great. Thanks. Today we will get started with creating a new map in Roll20 by first going up here to the page toolbar and creating a new page. Now, before we get started actually making the map, let's review the settings of the default map page. Now, we could change these. You could make the page any width or any height, but for today's and our example purposes, we'll stick with 25 by 25. Now, just remember that in order to get the dimensions right on our map, you'll need to multiply 25 by 5 feet to get your dimensions of 125 feet by 125 feet. That's a pretty good sized battle map for most games, but I've made bigger and smaller. The other thing we'll need to know for our export is the actual size of the document, which is going to be 1750 pixels by 1750 pixels. We will just keep that there. We'll go to the new map though, so that when we're there, we can upload it. And then go over to our map making software here. Now I keep it on my Mac on a Windows VM because Campaign Cartographer unfortunately is only Windows for now. It's been only Windows for about 30 years, so I don't see them changing it. We're going to create a new document. Now, I'm going to be creating this as a dungeon for reasons, but it could be anything. So just keep that in mind. We will decide settings ourselves. I'm going to use the Forlorn Cottage template because I like the tools that come with it, but you could choose anything that comes in with Campaign Cartographer that you have license for. How you do the map isn't really as important as how you do the map settings. So the dimension maps are 125 feet by 125 feet. That'll give us a nice square. We'll ignore these other things. If you are interested in how you could use Campaign Cartographer for your game, just leave a comment. I'll be happy to go into it in a future episode, but I like to do what people are interested in. So please let me know. And now you have the map background. We will pick that. There's lots of different things you can choose from in here. We're going to go with, say, a nice dark grass so that we have a high contrast. Grid overlay, not needed for this, but it'll show us that we've got things lined up. So the first thing we will do is go in here, set it for our grid to be 5 feet. Now, if you do forget that, you apply the grid and it's 10 foot, that's not a problem. Every map square on Roll20 will be 4 squares on your big, it'll take 4 squares on Roll20 to make 1 square on your big map. So it's just 2 by 2. Not a big deal. Won't even affect how you upload it. And then we will just finish on here. We won't need to use multiple layers, but you could. We're going to give this map a name. Somehow or another, my caps lock was on. Now we've got this here. I'm going to put, let me see here if I can find something interesting to put on here. It's always good to leave a chest out in the middle. Now I have to resize it. we'll make this a very large chest. And so now it's in the middle of the map, looking all weird. I just wanted you to see something normal in here, but you know, you could put anything that you want in here. Cart. We could put a cart in here. This cart needs to be made a little bit smaller so that people have something to get their stuff out of. All right, so let's export our map. We'll just go up here and save it first. And then we will save as. And then we'll choose JPEG. Now, I'm going to change where I save it to. In this particular case, I'm going to choose my download so it makes it easier for me to upload it later. And then I'm going to go over here under options and then make sure that this is set to 1750. And this one right here is also set to 1750. If you do this a lot, you can make a template. I tend to do different size maps, so a lot of mine are in different. Looks like the last time I was in here, though, it was set to the right number. So there you go. And then we will hit save. Watch it export. And now I'm going to go back over here to Roll20, grab my new map, and drag it in here like I showed you before in one of my earlier episodes. I'll try to throw a link up there somewhere. All right, so this doesn't look too bad, but as you can see, it's not perfectly lined up, but that's just because we haven't drug it into place. So once we do that, you'll see that the map fits perfectly onto our document. And that's how you get a map out of Campaign Cartographer into Roll20. Well, there you go. Now you know how to make a map that will be uploaded to Roll20 without any additional tweaks or mods. I hope you liked it. And if you have any other suggestions on things that you'd like to see me do, please leave a comment below. I'm really interested in what you guys want. Thank you so much and good gaming.